Hello and welcome to The Hero Spouse. I'm Kenda Ruth, here to answer one of your questions about marriage and midlife crisis. Today we have Maricela. Maricela is a female left behind and forward moving spouse with a bomb drop of April 22nd, 2021 and a date of marriage of 1999. She has a Vanisher and is not yet familiar with the energy level types. She says, I saw my ex-husband by his stepmother's aunt's house because it's close to me. He was visiting. I haven't seen him since he left or around anywhere I would be. He's a vanisher. Does this mean he's coming around now and reconnecting with family? He also has 2 phones. He's had them since he left. The one that I know of is off, but now after a year, I can leave messages. What does that mean? Well, obviously I don't know. I'm only going to give you some guesses. First, is he reconnecting with family? Maybe, maybe not. It has been almost 2 years, not quite. And the sad thing about that is it's not far enough along that it would be toward, okay, they're coming through. I'm seeing reconciliation. Or even if you're not seeing the signs, but it's a time for that. So he could be reconnecting with family. It could just be coincidence. And he could have been meeting with family and they weren't near your house, so you didn't see them. But suddenly he shows up in your neighborhood because he had a party there. And we can't really read a lot into it. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that could be a sign of reconnecting. Or it could be a sign that he's getting together with family and he was going to anyway. Some MLCers completely disconnect from family, some don't. Usually the family they disconnect from is the nuclear family that they have created with you. And they may not disconnect from their nuclear family of origin, their parents, their siblings at all, depending on how accepting or resistant that portion of the family is to what they're doing. Some of them embrace them and take the blood is thicker than water and are against you, take sides, and they get chummy with them. They will get more chummy with that spouse or that parent that they couldn't stand because that parent had a midlife crisis and left them and abandoned them. And they have been estranged for them forever, or they just don't respect them. Now that parent's their best friend, or that sibling that is like that is their best friend. Or their friends that were like that and that they didn't hang out much. Or the alienator might be more like that. The alienator may have been a person of, I would never go out with that person. That person is just trash. And now they're completely limerent for that, their anti-person. So I can't tell you if it's a reconnection. Sometimes we see that, but I would look for it more with nuclear family of origin. That would be you, the house if you are still there, pets that were still with you, anyone that they did disconnect with. And so if they did disconnect with that family and they'd been close with them, so often we see it with friends. The one thing that you talk about is now you couldn't leave a message on the phone and now you can. That does indicate that he did something to remove the block. Why? Did he do it just because, hey, it's been a long time. I'm not open to, there's nothing's going to happen from it now. In his mind, maybe it's been 15 years, not 15 months or almost, or 18 months or 20 months. It could just be that it seems like it's been forever where it hasn't been for you. It seems like a long time, but it also seems like just yesterday. So the purpose could be, yeah, I'm going to open it up, and if she hasn't initiated contact with you about it, and if she can leave a message now, maybe. The thing is, we can't read too much into it, so I don't want you to take it as a cookie crumb. Doesn't mean it isn't. But I don't want you to take it at that. I don't want you to bank on these little things. I would rather you focus on being your best self so that when there is some form of contact, communication, or information through the grapevine even, that the information he gets about you is that you're thriving. You are going to be an attractive force. Whether it's for him or others, it is for the universe. When you go out with friends, you're an attractive force. People want to be with you. People enjoy your company. That will be attractive to him as well. No guarantees, but that's how you do it. You live your best life, and not because it's a revenge. revenge is the best the best revenge is a life well lived? It's because it's what's good for you. And as a bonus, it's how you do get to reconciliation, even when they're not doing anything. He has to go through his crisis, so he's going to go through that over on this timeline over here. You're going to go on your track here, and maybe they will merge together someday. And they might merge together and integrate into a new relationship as spouses, or they might just merge and part, or merge as just remain close, such as co-parenting, that you're always in each other's lives. I'm not seeing what you want me to see. It's not that it's not happening, but it's not enough for us to see that that's what's really going on. Okay? Sorry, it could just mean that he swiped the wrong thing on his phone accidentally. I do that all the time on all devices where something happens and it disappears, or it appears, or I do something. So it could have been a mistake. It could be that he's just thinking, yeah, I might as well just unblock this, unblock this, unblock this. Not for any purpose, but just to get it out of the way. Okay? But I hope this is helpful. And I want you to go out there and live your best life. And I'll see everybody in the next question.